Got a bunch of people.
Hey guys, this is Dad World here. We're going to be putting on a Toyota Tacoma ranch hand legend. I couldn't find any videos on this, so hopefully this can help somebody else. We have a 2022, but I believe 16 to 22 are all the same. What you're going to need here looks like a 3/4 wrench socket, torque wrench. Comes with some poor directions. As you guys can see, very poor, like every other thing. We'll try to get through it together. A couple screwdrivers, pin puller. We'll get through this together. This is what it looks like. Comes with 4 brackets and a well-packed ranch hand. So it shouldn't be bad. We'll see how it goes. Get yourself a jack, get it off the ground. Be much easier to do. Hey guys, here's an interesting part. On the instructions, it actually says remove 2 outside bumper bolts, but it doesn't give you any idea. The mud flap, or the mud guard right here, actually covers are up here. So this is one side done, but I'm gonna show you the other side what I mean, and these are a booger to get to. So once you get it all set up, don't tighten it, because it's a real booger and the directions are poor. What you're gonna need when you get it back, you're gonna use original 2 bolts, but then you're gonna use one of these long bolts right here. You have to put the spacer, which it doesn't tell you. It gives you an extra washer that there's nowhere in the directions. You put one in the front. You have a lock nut and lock washer. I just put the extra washer on the back. Could be wrong, but there's no directions for it. It's only silver shiny thing. Everything else is black that's gonna be seen. So it only makes sense to reinforce it. So here's what the other side looked like. As bad as it is, before we rip it off and put the parts on. If you notice, I was looking for the bumper bolts. I was like, where the heck are they at? But this, hand me that, Dad, that light, so I can show them what I'm talking about here. Okay. So if you notice, like I thought the oil cooler, I was trying to figure out where it is. I'm like, where are my bumper bolts? But this is in your way. See this right here? It goes the mud guard. You don't have to take it out. You can cut it out if you wanted to later on. I just took the dang thing and, just like you see me do right now, and pushed it up in there. Then you can get to those 2 bolts. There's 2 of them. See them up there? They're kind of a pain in the butt. You're gonna really need to use to get it. You take those off, then you're gonna put this little piece right here on there. It's gonna go up there just like this. And when it goes up there, it will mount, and then the spacer's gonna go. I'll show you guys how to do that here. Let me open this up. And I'm gonna tilt the camera. Hopefully you guys can get a view of this without my big hands up in there. I'm trying to give you guys the best view I can here. All right, let's do this real quick. These are a pain in the butt to get to. And I accidentally, on the other side, put one on and tightened it too much and forgot the spacer, and I couldn't even get it off with the ratcheting wrench. It was a pain in the butt. So as you see, they're really taut. This one's not one to come off at all. There it is. It's actually got enough torque on it that it was smoking my ratchet, which is not good. Yes, some people might say that's why you don't buy Ryobi. But this thing's actually been pretty good for me for the price point. Mind you, I'm not an auto mechanic. All right, let's put this up in there. Let's see if we can get this. All right. Let's see. Back this up so
Okay, this one has the lip on the outside.
Yeah.
Lips on the outside.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see here. I got this right. Let's see.
It goes.
Then I got this reversed here.
Yeah.
There we go, I'm sorry. So now I'm sitting here looking at it going,
You're not even Polish.
yeah, I'm not even Polish. Okay, so get it on there. And this is the kind of pain in the butt. Don't over torque this. Don't even tighten it much, just get the bolts on there because you're gonna have to put space.
Oh, you use the same bolt back there?
Yep. Yep. You do. See how tight this is? Even getting me up there.
Okay, leave it.
If I can get it, yeah, I know. Don't want to make that mistake again.
Yeah, because we need to put the space here.
See here. Hold on a second. Let me get this. I gotta get the second one. I told you, having that long neck on this is really good. Oh, I got is it on there? Okay, that's on there. So it's loose. Now let's get the spacer. Give me those other parts, Dad. Need the bolt, the washer, all of it. The spacer. And like I said, it's kind of a pain. You will see. It's not my awesomest stuff. But this is the spacer, guys. You got your bolt, washers, lock washer, lock nut. So your spacer is gonna go, if you look, right up here, it goes right there. So Dad, hold the camera for me, right like that. And I am gonna put this in so they can see it. It's a pain in the butt. If you can, you never have enough hand. Let's see if I can get this to line up. You gotta kind of wiggle the bolt because the plastic is in your way like everywhere here. Oh, it went right in, great. You get this on the back side. Take your, here you go, Dad. Take it down, here we go. We're gonna set this up so they can see it like this. So, flat washer on the back. Lock washer. Lock nut. And I'm leaving it loose. Please leave it loose. I just learned a tough lesson on the last one. I didn't even mean to tighten it the way I did. I learned a tough lesson. All right, nice and good on there. To the next step. Let's see what we got next. Hey guys, so according to our terrible ranch hand instructions, and I mean, they're pretty bad, guys. It wants us to put the air dam back on, do some cuts. We're not gonna do that. We're leaving ours off because eventually, if you put it back on, if you change the tires out from stock, they will cut right into it. My father actually wants to put just a little bigger tire on this and rim when he wears these out. So when he does that, he doesn't want to screw around with the air dam, and we see him a lot without it. Yeah, it can mess with your fuel efficiency, but you know, at the end of the day, we saved it. We got all the parts. If he wants to slam that thing back on there, great, we will. If he doesn't, great in the future. But we're skipping that. That's on step number 6, according to this. And these are the terrible directions. Most of it is just poor. I'm gonna just say this, more than poor. I didn't see any other videos. It doesn't mean there's not one, but hope this helps you. It's not perfect. We're not auto mechanics. We're going through this just like you. All right, guys. Hey guys, another crappy direction. We're trying to figure out where this bracket goes. There's 2 of them. It doesn't even really give you a good location on where, how, and when. I mean, it's really bad in the directions. I think it's technically step number 7, but what you have to actually do is, 1, figure out which one's which. The trick is, look at the notch here at the end. I was looking underneath the truck going, how do I get to it? It mounts to a 3rd bolt that's right here off the bumper. Right, see it right there? That's the bolt. So I'm sitting here going, oh my God, how the heck do I get there with this shaped thing to make sure it mounts? Because it mounts right here on your ranch hand, on the inside. So what you have to do is stick this tiger through here, which makes sense after you see it. My father actually said, what the heck, that's where it probably goes. It is a very poor descriptor of how, when makes sense when you see it, but it doesn't make sense when you're trying to read directions. So I'm going to show you how here.
And the lights on it here so you can see it even.
Yeah, you can see I've gotten this one hooked up under there, you know, and it goes in like this and down and mounts to that third one right there. So I'll show you here. Let me take this one off.
And it has to be above the bumper.
Yeah, it has to be above. And then, will you pull that one out real quick so I can get it? Get it out? All right.
Not on it. There you go.
All right, you put it back on there, slide it on there. It's really, you can see him putting it right on there. And then, oh, gotta make sure our thing's right here. In the right direction helps. Had that problem earlier. Oh, don't want it all the way tight. Can you still move it around?
No.
Alright, it'll loosen it. We've already learned this the hard way. Come on.
There you go. Good.
Leaving it loose just so
Because you got to be able to, it's way off the bumper now. That's good.
we can manhandle it.
Because
Hope
we
that
can
step
go up,
helps you.
see?
All right, guys, we're getting ready to mount this on here. It should be self-explanatory. 6 bolts, washers and lock washers on the inside. We left all these loose, which maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't, but it'll make it a hell of a lot easier to mount it and line up. Then I'll go back in and ratchet it. There should be plenty of room to get in here with a ratcheting wrench at least. So I'll shoot you afterwards. All right, guys, we're done. Leaving those bolts loose, getting it all on there, then snugging up, and then dropping it down and putting a level on it works best. So, and that's what I did. I left all these bolts kind of a little loose right there, and then when I got it down, I set it off the jack, throw a level on it, and as you guys see, it's perfect. We had to nudge it a little bit on each side, but it's really easy to do with 2 people. This is a, you could do this with 1 person, 2 people make life a lot easier. It looks good. As you can see on this 22, you know, we left the little wind guard off the bottom just because, well, we don't care. You can do that, but you have to cut on it. You can use a rotary tool. It's not bad.
With the new tires.
But it'll interfere with your new tires. It's just a pain in the ass if you want to know the truth. If you want to do it, I left mine on my truck, so I'm not lifting it on my F-250. Similar way is basically take it off, push it against your ranch end when it's off, make the marks, then cut it from there. That's easier than doing all the measuring they want you to do. Anyway, guys, I hope you find this useful. It may not be the best video, but it's definitely better than what's out there, and the directions are atrocious, terrible. So it's not a hard thing. It took us, we played with this a couple hours, not knowing what's going on, just playing. All right, guys, hope it helps. Have a good one. Hey guys, here's the final product. We actually went ahead and painted the bolts because they're shiny and they kind of look stupid on a black ranch hand, but from the side it looks great. You can see that bolt right in there disappears now. Painted these bolts down in here, that bolt right there, those down there, that one. You can see it looks really good. I mean, you can see the gap you have in between everywhere. Plenty of gap. Painted. Like I said, you can go pay to have this done, $300, $400, $500, $600, I don't know, and wait and screw around. Or you can take 2 hours and do it with a buddy. If you're really good with your hands, you could probably do this in an hour with a buddy. But it wasn't hard. It's just figuring out the directions was the pain in the ass. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed.